Hello, hockey fans. Welcome to the Buffalo Civic Arena. Waconia Wildcats on the road tonight, taking on the Buffalo Bison. Hopped in the old family truckster, pointed it north on 92, and headed up to Buffalo. This will be a good matchup for the Wildcats tonight. I believe pretty similar records. As far as the wins go, I believe Buffalo has a few more ties than losses, but similar records, similar teams. Should be a good challenge. Be good to see the Wildcats get off the schneid. Coming out on the losing end more than not, but good efforts nonetheless. Wildcats getting plenty of chances. Can definitely stretch the ice. Team that can play with speed and playing pretty physical as well. So we'll let the pregame light show commence and come back for puck drop.
Hopefully he's not behind the point.
Good evening. On behalf of Buffalo High School, I'd like to welcome you to tonight's game between Buffalo Bison and the Waconia Wildcats. Tonight's game is being played under the rules of the Minnesota State High School League. We request our cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in the positive manner. Profanity, racial, or gender-related comments directed at officials, players, coaches, or team representatives. Number 33, L. Bates. Starting at defense, number 20, Varela Pena. Starting at defense, number 26, Kate Shishka. Starting at forward, number 6, Dave Cameron. Starting at forward, 10, Becca Donnie. Starting at forward, 19, Matt Waconia.
Thanks, man.
Now starting at starting at goal, number 31, Harper Monty. Starting at defense, number 17, Gianna Ward. Starting at defense, number 22, Hannah Russell. Starting at forward, number 3, Sierra Dixon. Starting at forward, number 9, Auden Oleski. Starting at forward, number 6, number 21, Avery Morgan. Guys are coached by Roland Benny, assistant coaches Nell Rackles, Jennifer Wallace, Bill Pickett, and Nick Johnson. At this time, we welcome you to participate in tonight's national anthem.
All right, we're back and just about to get underway. I got to tell you, it's coming to the Buffalo Ice Arena. They have two rinks. It's like this is the warmer one for sure. I think for most of the youth hockey games that have been played, coming to the Buffalo area, we've been on the other rink. I thought this one was the cold one. Pleasantly surprised, the heaters are kicking in good. Wildcats look warm. Let's see how they look coming out of the chute. Number 33, Al Bagenstos, will have the net to start for the Wildcats. Excellent season out of their senior captain. Wildcats to start off. We'll have Talon Camera taking the draw with Maddie Lawagi and Becca Daney at wings. Ara Pena and Kate Kaczynska at D. Really nice seeing the 8th grader Pena getting a chance here at the start. Paired up with Kaczynska. A strong pairing. Good poke check by Lawagi to get the Wildcats going. Bison regroup D to D. Breakout pass connects, but just momentarily. Puck chipped in deep. Played along the sidewall. Bison able to exit the zone. Chip around Pena, and they'll give chase. Kaczynska and Pena both battling below the goal line. Puck comes out in front of the net. Picked up by Lawagi, and it'll be held in at the blue line. Bison will head off. Looks like two of their forwards will take a shift. Wildcats unable to capitalize on the breathing room. Camrath coming back to help the defense. Puck's poke checked at the goal line. Bison work behind Bagenstos. Pass to the slot. Comes to the point. Low shot. Saved. Rebound in the goal. Bison coming out shooting. 15:45 left in the first period. Just getting going. Wildcats will come out. See who they bring out to counter punch. Have the Rayfeld, Lensing, Herman line with Peterson and Gelstead at D. Centers approach the dot, face-off, won by Rayfeld. Pass by Herman to Gelstead. Gelstead's pass is tipped, and it's dumped in deep by the Bison. Chip up the wall by Herman. It's outside of the Waconia zone, chip deep. Gelstead, pass off the wall to Peterson. That one looked like it split the defense, and going to be an icing on Waconia. Wildcats will bring out Lucy Ertl, Ella Brockmeyer, Brooklyn Hen with Olivia Serafin and Kate Kaczynska at D. Sadale fires a shot, glove saved by Bagenstos. And the puck drops, Ertl on the win. Puck goes to the corner, played up to the point. Bison, D to D. Low shot's going to be wide of the net. Poke check by Ertl. Dumped by the Bison. Kate Kaczynska picks it up off the wall. Pass to Brockmeyer. Brockmeyer able to clear the zone. She'll veer off for a shift. Hen and Ertl stay on the attack. Able to force those turnovers right there. That can be the difference. Kaczynska, she'll retreat behind the Waconia net. Look for options in the neutral zone. She'll look to Serafin. Pass picked off in the neutral zone. Daney facing three white jerseys. Bison's driving wide. Pull up behind the net. Nice tie up by Olivia Serafin. Bison defenseman pinches. Played to the wall and chip around the defense by Daney. Pass through the neutral zone, connects to Corbin. She drives to the middle. Here's a shot deflected by Shuddy. Looks like we're going to get a penalty. See who gets the call. Maybe slashing. Wildcats go on the power play. Waconia power play brought to you by Garage Bar and Bowl. Waconia, Minnesota, thank you for your support. Bison getting their penalty killers set up. Wildcats will have Camrath, Lawagi, Daney, Herman, and Kaczynska. Herman able to pull it out of the pile and work it to the top of the point. Now it's worked low. Herman past Lawagi. Work to the top. There's Daney working in the corner. Pass to Kaczynska. Cross-ice pass is tipped. Daney will be pressured by Moody. She'll escape her and start the rush. Wildcats get a little crossed up at the blue line. Kaczynska ultimately carried it in. She's going to puck protect. Work it on the wall to Daney, and Daney finds some space. Here's its one-timer shot. Off the back wall. Herman to Lawagi. Lawagi lost an edge, and he's going to be able to regain possession. Nice play, good concentration. 50 seconds left on the power play for Waconia. Kaczynska's pass down low was picked off and ricochet onto Bagenstoss. Kaczynska snaps a pass to Rayfeld. Rayfeld sidesteps an opponent. Carries the puck in on her backhand. Net resistance. Puck's cleared all the way down the ice. A forechecker for Bison. Wildcats just not the aggressors so far tonight. See what they can get started up. Here's a poke check by Ertl. Puck out a little bit too far out in front of her. And Rayfeld gives chase. She got there, but just missed the poke check. See if Rayfeld can get on sides. She does. Peterson able to cut down into the zone. And that attack is played to the sidewall. Corbin for the Bison, number 21. This kid can skate. She was responsible for maybe an assist on that opening goal. Shot from the point, going to go wide of the net. Just play off the back wall. Bagenstoss was there on the post. Daney chips the puck around a defenseman and our forechecking wing. Quick transition by the Bison. Surprised by the speed so far, but Wildcats can match it. Here comes Lawagi. Looks the puck to the outside to Daney. Back low to Lawagi. Spins and shots wide of the net. Nice pass to Camrath. Will come out in the neutral zone. Shuddy. Quick pass to Camrath. Wildcats are back in the zone. Shuddy, nice play on the wall. Yeah, Wildcats need to match the intensity, and that's going to come from their defense as well. See what Gelstead does. Puck poke checked away. Rayfeld palms down a bouncing puck. Spins to her forehand. Went to her backhand. A poke check. Wildcats need to get back. Linson chips into the zone. Herman applying some pressure. Pass almost picked off by Herman. Pena ridden off the puck. Puck will play into the corner. Brockmeyer met on the wall. Puck comes out of the pile. Kaczynska Carries it up ice. She'll cut it across traffic. Fires a shot. Stick save. Brockmeyer able to win the race to the puck. Has Hen helping out with secondary support. Bison making that good zone exit or neutral zone pass to get into the Wildcats' end. So far, it's fast-paced, entertaining game. 9 minutes left in the first period. Bison leading the Wildcats 1 rip. Here comes Ella Peterson. Cut in front of Hen. So Peterson may have gotten rubbed off the puck, and Ertl's able to pick it up. Short pass to Daney, tipped away. There's Corbin, nice toe drag shot, pad save, rebound, bouncing puck. Corbin was on her way down to the ice. It'd be an offsides. Bison have to tag up. Wildcats could have gotten a free breakout there. Milwaukee will muscle the puck up the boards. Bison snap a pass across ice. It will be an icing. Wildcats get an offensive zone faceoff. 8 minutes left in the first. Give a shout out to the crew watching at the Moxie Hotel in downtown Chicago. Thanks for tuning in, fellas. Wildcats line up for the draw. Face-off 1. Here comes Linsing off the wall. Snaps a shot. Saved high. Wildcats keeping the pressure on to tie this game up. You drive all the way to Buffalo, you're going to get a show. Rayfeld pushing through the traffic, pinned down the wall. As Herman helping out down low, Wildcats look like they might be coming to life a little. Seraphin snaps a pass cross ice to Kaczynska. To Lensing. Lensing, shot from her forehand, stick save. Tip by Lensing. Seraphin will dump. Wildcats will bring out some new personnel, have the fresh legs coming out. Ertl's going to lead the charge. Nice read by Kaczynska. Defenseman jumping down. She knew that the forwards were changing. Didn't give the Bison a chance to break out easily. It looks like Wildcats are going to go shorthanded. Lucy Ertl to the box for a slashing penalty. 7:02 left in the first period. Wildcats down on shots on goal, 5-7, but maybe picking up some steam. Let's see what they can do shorthanded. Damrath closing down the gap. Here's a pass cross ice. Mishandled, carried away by Peterson. Peterson has 1 to beat. Puck poke checked away in the neutral zone. Wildcats able to regain possession. Kaczynska will dump. That'll eat some time off of the power play. Bison long outlet pass. That'll be a shot on goal. Bagenstoss won't waste any time. She'll cover up. Between Talon and Maddie, they can play some pretty disruptive hockey on a penalty kill. So wouldn't be surprised if we see a couple offensive chances out of them if they can get possession of the puck. Bison able to control off the draw. Pass to the half wall, back to the point. Shot tipped by Lawagi. Shot fired. See what the call was. Going to be a penalty against the Bison. And they touch up. We'll see what the play is. Looks like it's a hooking penalty. I just saw the shot get taken and Peterson catch it in the ribs. So did she get hooked and then on the way down she got hit by the puck? Did she get hooked and then like on the way down she got smoked by the puck?
I think so, yeah.
Whoever took the shot, I think they got to buy you like a Gatorade or something for the ride home. Something cold to put on that bruise. Rayfeld on the draw, wins it back to Gelsted. 4-on-4 hockey. Gelsted went back to Rayfeld. Rayfeld cross ice to Shuddy's shot. Dangerous one. Tipped off of some skates. Rayfeld gets a chip. Carried away by the Bison. Bison drive behind the Waconia net. Pass to a defenseman pinch, and here's a chance all alone shot. Bagensaw save. And Rayfeld on attack to push the puck to the neutral zone. Puck left off at the point by Stadala. Shot wide of the net. Bison are, I was going to say they were even strength, but they were just changing one of their penalty killers. And Shuddy pass tipped out of the, almost tipped out of the zone by Rayfeld, but held back in by the Bison. Pass to the slot. Makes its way through the neutral zone. Lensing gets the tip. Draw the Bison in off sides. Good pressure by Callie Lensing. Don't give anybody a free pass into the zone. Bother them enough. I mean, take that extra second, split second to bring the puck in, and may draw their teammate off sides, and it did in that case. And the puck drops. Peterson, or Ertl, comes onto the ice. She's going to stay on. Wildcats are going to have a power play for 46 seconds. Kawagi able to get to the puck first. Bison player lost a glove. Oh, that was Kawagi that lost it. She gets her glove back on. Tried to maintain control with one arm. That's a strong kid, man. Wow. But here come the Bison, able to force the turnover. Shot, saved, rebound. Just beyond the outstretched stick of the Bison player. Camrath with speed up into the zone. Herman following the play, maintains possession. Here's a shot by Lawagi. Blocker save. Pass to the point. Worked low to Daney. Daney tried to saucer one across to Herman. Back to even strength hockey. Here's a shot on goal by Daney and a save. 4:02 left in the first period. Fun game so far. Both teams getting some good chances. Off the draw, I got Ertl, Brockmeyer, and Henn. Gelsted and Seraphin at the blue line. Bison reverse the play. Henn will look to head off the attack. She does. And Henn and Ertl playing strong hockey off of the back wall from the Bison. Seraphin, nice check on the wall. Brockmeyer carries away the loose puck. Gelsted able to gain possession. Referee thinking about raising the hand. He wanted to. The fans are not going to let that one go. I've been around this crowd all season, and the referee makes a motion with his elbow to maybe bring that arm up, and then shakes his head no. You're going to draw the ire. Defensive zone face-off for the Wildcats, 3:18 left in the first. Off the draw, Wildcats trying to gain possession. Rayfeld, nice play on the wall. Pena as well. Wildcats throwing some weight around. Tipped by Kaczynska. They'll come back down low to Pena. Pena, reverse direction right into a Bison player, but is able to sidestep. See if the Wildcats can get out of the zone. Just right up to the blue line on their breakouts. Maybe it's just a testament to the Bison playing good defense. Wildcats need to get out of the zone and use their speed to stretch the ice. Herman reverses the play. Pass to Pena. Pena will try to head man it. It's behind Rayfeld. Langsing will pursue. Pushes a Bison player behind her net. And forces a tip through the neutral zone. And no icing on the play. Shinska fires it up ice. Has the tip by Lawagi. Smart play. Lawagi taking away that defender for the Bison's ice. And not a body check, just a good physical play to take away ice. And speaking of physical plays, here comes Camrath. Pulls up at the top of the circles, cuts to the middle, finds Daney. Daney to her backhand, forehand, fires a shot, and a save. Oh, you got to think that it just must have rolled off of Daney's stick. She had the entire top half of the net. But, man, good scoring chance. Just a good sequence of events there. From the initial pass in the neutral zone, the tip by Lawagi, and the back check by Camrath. Wildcats are looking good. Here come the Bison. Back check by Jelstad. Shot, glove save. Bag and Sauce, that save, not to say it's made any easier, but with Jelstad bearing down on the forward with the back check and just staying on her hip. And the forward's thinking about Jelstad too. Maybe not having her head up and looking for a place to shoot, but Bagensauce playing the angle. Rayfeld gets the win. Peterson thrown into the glass, but play on. Bison pass to the point. Blocked. Good stick out front. Puck will bounce to Herman. Herman starts up ice. This is the breakout the Wildcats need. Crosses center ice, works into the offensive zone, chips it deep. She'll stay on the puck. Just trade spots with Rayfeld. Rayfeld has to come back for the puck in the corner. Wins the race to it. Puck poke checked away. She'll try to spin back to get it. Sits on the wall. Chipped low by Kaczynska. We're at 45 seconds left in the first. Bison a little mishandle at the blue line, but bouncing puck in the slot. Dangerous play. Nice stick by Camrath. 30 seconds left on the clock. Camrath has Lawagi in the middle. Puck poke checked away. Kaczynska pinched. Lawagi on the back check. Nice cut to the middle. The shot and the save. Bagensauce playing square, no rebound to be seen, and you got to give credit where credit's due on the Wildcat back check. I mean, keeping this a one-goal game going into the period. Everybody's got to be rowing the boat together, and Wildcats look to be doing so. Kaczynska spins off an attacker. Spins off a second. Daney will make sure that puck doesn't make it to the blue line. That'll do it for the first period. Wildcats down a goal. Shots on goal total in the favor of the Bison, 13-9. Some good takeaways to go into the locker room for the intermission for the coaches. So we'll see what the Wildcats do when they come back for the second. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll take a short break. if you got to see it, but the ice crew here at the Buffalo Civic Center had 2 Zambonis on the ice. You know you hit the big time when there's 2 Zams during the intermission. The Wildcats look pumped up to start the second period. You see the players coming back to the pile, jumping in. Getting loud, getting ready to go. Coaches, they just look cold. Huge kudos to the coaching staff this year. Team's looking great. Ladies are growing. Been a fun season. It's crazy to think this is I think we have 2 regular season games left after this one, and then sections. But been a fun season. It's gone by quick. And we start the second period. Pena will step up and force the Bison back into their zone. Puck hung up on the wall in front of the scorer's table. And Kashinska will snap a pass to, look at that puck guy, hits a patch of water. It's a good place for it to die for the Wildcats. Milwaukee able to force the play to the middle, but the center for the Bison is following the play closely, and she starts a rush. Here's a pass through the slot. See if Daney can go. She's going to go off for a change. Herman is going to pressure Sadala. Shinska on the pitch. Puck tipped in. Rayfeld makes a play off the goal line. Puck poke checked away. It has Peterson coming to help. Koch for Buffalo. Pass off the goal line. Going to go past the net front. Picked up by the Bison. The pass to the slot. Back to the point. And Bison will work the puck to the half wall. Wildcats got to attack. Can't take a passive posture in front of the net on their zone. Got to attack, ladies. Pass to the middle. Puck deflected into the corner. Rayfeld comes to the half wall. Puck's going to be played back deep. Herman met in the corner. Pass to the point. Linsing's able to tip it out. Wildcats will go off for a change. Linsing staying on the attack. See what Hen can do. Forces a secondary pass that is going to be out and beyond the reach of a Bison player. It'll be an icing. 14:45 left in the second period. Ertl on the draw for the Wildcats. Brockmeyer and Hen at her wings. Shuddy and Kashinska at the point. And the puck drops. Ertl wins it back to Shuddy. One-timer. Stick save. Shuddy, nice touch pass to get the puck over to Kashinska. D-to-D pass to the Bison. Here's a shot. Tipped. Puck almost rolled in on a Bison forward. Wildcats will ice. Put a little bit of the fire out, but man, nice save by Bagenstos. And even when the puck's changing direction on her, it's like she's changing direction with it. And looking real sharp tonight. 14:19 left in the second. Camrath wins the draw into the corner, and Shuddy will carry it behind the Waconia net. Pinned on the back wall. Bison's forced a turnover. Pass to the point. Looked like she could almost taking a backhand. Elects to pass, and I'm not going to complain about that. Bison hounded on the wall by Camrath. Shot made its way onto Bagenstoss, hit her up high. Rebound is in the slot, played to the side wall. Lawagi will dump. Daney has enough left in the tank, has Camrath going to the slot. Puck poke checked away. Bison will regroup. Wildcats coming back the other way, may need to get a change. Nice play by Seraphin, tying up, allows Peterson to come in, retrieve the loose puck. Linsing fresh on the ice. She's going to pass her to the defense. Kaddish. Wildcats have to tag up. They do. Linsing works along the blue line. Hits the puck deep. Rayfeld. Net on the back wall. They're forced to play back to the opposite corner. Linsing can apply some forecheck pressure. And Kaddish able to pick up a puck off the wall. Linsing, but she may have gotten hooked up high on the hand. Drive to the net, steered to the back wall by Peterson. Bouncing puck to the slot, and carried back into the corner by the Bison. Pass to the point. There's a shot top of the circle. Flex off the back wall. Into the corner. Peterson and Rayfeld going to work for the Wildcats. The shot, tipped attempt. Linsing came back into the zone. She gets upended. Back on her feet. Seraphin will chip it up the wall. Shot blocked by Rayfeld. Blocker saved by Bagenstoss. Now clearing attempt. Wildcats feeding the point. Rayfeld's clearing attempt is held in. There's a block by Herman. Puck play back low. Seraphin will clear. Tipped by Herman, and we won't have an icing on the play. The walking wounded out there on the icing. Rayfeld and Herman both got stung by slap shots. Now, those feel real good hitting on the top of the laces. Tough kids, they'll shake it off and keep going. Hen races to the puck, and she's able to clear the zone. As Brockmeyer going in the zone, Hen able to get it through the legs of a defender. Loose puck, here's a tip by Ertl and covered. Oh, man. Yeah, Hen just drove the middle real hard. Got through it. The puck ended up going through the feet of the defender, and goaltender ended up stretching out to cover it. There's chances abound. Here come the Bison. 2-on-1 chance. Back-checking Wildcats. Pass doesn't connect. It's up in the corner. Plays up the side wall. Hen is on the attack. Closed the gap pretty quick. That's the same. Nice play by Brooklyn Hen. Finishing the check. Allows Kaczynska to pick it up. Kaczynska cuts back to her forehand. Shot low, just misses the post. Brockmeyer was looking middle. Peterson pinches, able to maintain possession. She'll chip the puck low. Just inside of the 10:30 mark here. The second period. This could be an icing. Wildcats get an offensive zone faceoff. Camrath backhanded grip, looking to win the draw back perhaps. And Daney came through to try to pick it up and knife down into the slot, but Bison are going to ring it around the wall, carried out into the neutral zone, met by Peterson right in front of the Wildcat bench. Jelstad sidesteps an attacker. The pass is picked off. Back check by Jelstad. Loose puck alongside the Waconia net, carried away by Peterson. Gets tripped up, and Wildcats will go on the power play. See what the Wildcats do, if they go to the net right away or if they just set up from the outside, and they're going to win it back. Wildcats finding the time and space. Pass to Lawagi. Lawagi fires a shot. Puck's loose, bouncing in the slot. Played away, maybe looked like a high stick. Wildcats maintain possession. Here's Lawagi, releases another shot and blocked. Bouncing puck, controlled by Daney. Spins off the wall, has that move down. Lawagi will move it back to the top of the point. Pass down low. Herman trying to calm it down. Lawagi from the hash marks to Kaczynska. Kaczynska to Daney. Back to the point. Wildcats, minute 13 left on the power play. Wildcats get a favorable bounce off of a Bison stick. Oh, nice low shot by Lawagi. Tipped and then a kick save. Lawagi moves to the net front. Battle into the net front, and it looks like Camerath got a shot between the shoulder blades, and Wildcats are going to get a 5-on-3 power play for 49 seconds. Yeah, definitely a little shove after the play. Time to strike. Let's see what the Wildcats do. Let's get a little mini timeout while the referees get everything sorted out. Wildcats keep the same personnel on the ice. That worked out in their favor. Herman on the attack. Wildcats are going to have the numbers. Every place they can go around the ice, so 2 players on the puck at all times. Chance for Lawagi. Fires a shot. Rebound was off of Camerath's stick. Here's Lawagi again. Works down low. Pass across by Herman. Didn't connect. Kaczynska walks to the middle. Pass to Herman. Herman takes a shot. Deflected into the corner and played up the sidewall. 12 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Kaczynska back to her forehand. Pass to Lawagi. Lawagi fires a shot high off the glass. First penalty has expired. Bison's player coming onto the ice. Shot by Kaczynska and gobbled up by the Bison goaltender. Whew. And the puck drops. One back by Camerath. Daney. He's from the corner, pass to the point. Pass down low and a tip. Good look by Lawagi and the one touch to Camerath. Wildcats cycling the puck around the outside. Nice one touch passing. Held in by Kaczynska. Daney. Pass to the point. Rayfeld comes out onto the ice. 27 seconds left on the power play. Pass to Rayfeld on the wall. Rayfeld loses control of the puck, tipped away by Huddy. Daney pulled up for it. Kaczynska passes cross ice to Rayfeld. Rayfeld Pushes the puck ahead. Ridden off. Poke check by Ertl. Shot in the goal! Ertl follows up the play. Wildcats tie it up. Yeah, good pressure on the puck. Wildcats carried it into the zone and were able to force a turnover. And I think Hen may have gotten a poke check towards it, but Ertl took the first shot and there was a bouncing puck and she kind of stood her ground and put it in high underneath the bar. And the puck drops. Yeah, official scoring, Lucy Ertl from Brooklyn Hen. Wildcats tie it up 1 apiece. Puck moved to the point. Shot. Pad save by Bagensoff. Puck to the corner. Bison work behind the net. Defense pinches down. Shot low. Pad save. Blocked by Brooklyn Hen. She'll tie up on the wall. Poke check by Bagenstoss. Clearing attempt by Hen. Shot from the point. Wildcats need to be careful with throwing the puck to the point. Jelstead has to make a play from behind the net. Here's good pressure by the Bison. Just going to chip up the ice and no icing, says the linesman. Bison exit the zone, moving to the Wildcat end. Shinska able to force the turnover. He'll come off the goal line fast. Headman's the puck to Daney. Daney moves behind the net, pushes up the sidewall, gets hooked a little. Puck will come out in the zone, and Wildcats will have to tag up. And they do. Milwaukee forces a pass up the wall. 2-on-1 chance. There's Rayfeld on the back check. I think she's going to get called for a, let's see what it is, a hooking call. Rayfeld gets the gate, 4:20 left in the second period. Bison control off the drop. Here's, maybe get a shot from the point. They work the puck low. Work behind the Waconia net. Move to the net, poke check by Bagenstoss. And bouncing puck is going to go down below the goal line. A pass from the corner to the sidewall. Bison pass is going to be blocked, and the Wildcats will get a clear. Herman's going to apply a little pressure. Ertl's going to head off. Camrath will take her place. 56 seconds left on the power play. Bison were getting a change, allowed the Wildcats to burn a few seconds off the power play. They fire a puck up ice, and that will be an icing. 42 seconds left on the power play. Wildcat penalty killers will be Taylor Camrath, Maddie Lawagi, Ara Pena, and Kate Kashinska. Bison able to hit the turbo button, go behind the net, and head up ice. All for naught. It's cleared out of the zone. They'll have to tag up. Milwaukee will apply pressure. Bison player well behind the play. I don't know. Took a little route past the Waconia bench. Oh. Maybe we'll find out on the replay someday. We got 23 seconds left on the power play, and Camrath able to win the draw. Wildcats will play through the neutral zone. Bison will regroup. Snap a cross-ice pass, doesn't connect. Kashinska will pick it up on the wall, and she'll chip it the length of the ice. Milwaukee wins the race to the puck. Daney able to get the block with the skates. Wildcats have the game in a good place right now. 2 minutes left in the second period. See if they can get the go-ahead goal. Puck will come across ice. Pena hustles back to catch up to it. Daney will fire a shot on net. Pressure out of Lenson. Puck picked up by Herman. Herman moves on her backhand. Curls to the wall. Pass to the slot to Peterson. Peterson snaps a pass to the point. Puck will go off the back wall, picked up by Rayfeld. Rayfeld leaves it off for Herman. Herman to Rayfeld. Rayfeld fires a shot, rebounds loose in the slot. And that'll be an icing. Minute 18 left in the second period. Shots on goal, 21-18 in favor of the Bison. We got a pretty even game here. And the puck drops, face off. Controlled by the Wildcats. And shot by Milwaukee hits the post. Camrath and Milwaukee just kind of linked up, kicking the puck to each other. Just tape-to-tape passes. We talk about good chemistry. The announcer says we got 1 minute left in the period. Puck picked up by Daney. Daney has one player to beat, has two back checkers coming. And for the toe drag, puck played off. Daney just got body position. You get the play on. Fires a pass cross ice, connects to Peterson. Peterson fires a shot low. Travels up the wall. Thrown back low, chipped out of the zone. Peterson will retrieve. 23 seconds left on the clock. Peterson's pass will connect to Herman. Herman has to come back for it. Pass low, bouncing puck. That Earl going to the net. And 9 seconds left in the period. Jelstead will chip it in. That'll do it for the second period. Wildcats evened up the score. Brand new hockey game going in the third period. Now stick with us. We'll take a short break for intermission and we'll wrap this one up. Woo! Welcome back, hockey fans. Buzzer sounds, Wildcats hopping on the ice, getting a hot lap in. I may be taking a hot lap here myself. Got to run down to the concession stand, and I picked up an English toffee cappuccino in between periods. And this bad boy might be a good solid 80-20 sugar to water ratio. It's really wonderful. Wow. Best coffee I've had in weeks. I came to Buffalo, Minnesota to get it. All right, a quick recap of the game. Bison struck first in the first period. Took a 1-0 lead in the second. Wildcats tied it up, courtesy of a goal from Lucy Ertl. We got a new hockey game. 17 minutes on the clock. Wildcats coming out for the face-off will be Taylor Kamrath, Becca Daney, Maddie Lawagi with Kate Kaczynska and Ara Pena. Players get a little scolding from the refs. Puck drops. We're underway. Poke check back into the Wildcat end. Pena pass to Kaczynska. Back to Pena. Pass to Daney. Daney drives. Push to the outside, but she maintains possession. Wildcat shot. Kate Kaczynska's is blocked. Pass to the point. Arpena sidesteps an attacker. Puck goes to the corner. Kamrath fires a pass to the point. Kaczynska shot from the slot. Maybe the low shots are going to be the ones that go. A toe save by the goaltender. Kaczynska reverses direction, pass to Rayfeld in the neutral zone. Rayfeld is going to drive wide. Loses the puck, has to come back for it, and chip it into the corner to Herman. Played up the wall and chipped in deep. Herman from the corner throws it back low to Peterson. Peterson to the opposite corner to Lensing. Pass to Herman. Herman's shot. Played to the sidewall. Peterson will pinch. And the Bison able to clear the zone. Ella Peterson. A Sloan shot. Toe save by Bagenstos. Shots tipped. Saved by Bagenstos. Tie up behind the Waconia net. Lensing's clearing attempt is just to the point. He's thrown back low. There's Huddy, loads up a shot, glove save. Rebound picked up by the Bison. Wildcats need to clear here. They will. They'll get the icing. 14:21 left in the third period. Wildcats fighting off the back foot a little bit to start the period. Ertl, Hen, and so who else do we got? Seraphin out at forward. Here comes Olivia Seraphin, looking to win the race, closing down the gap. Pins a player on a wall, good pressure. Has Hen coming in to help out as well. And it's the Bison that emerge out of the pile with it and move through the neutral zone. Stick check by Hen on the back check. Chip deep by Schmidt. Played off the back wall by Pena. Bison able to force the turnover. And Wildcats still in their end. Seraphin picks up the loose puck. Bench is yelling skate. Full dump. Lucy Ertl will stay on the attack. Touch breakout. And Bison move through the neutral zone. They'll chip deep. Player took a pretty good shot from Jelstad there, but nothing too egregious. Here's Daney. Daney driving wide. Looks like she's going to get the edge. She's got it. Fires a shot. Hits the goalie high in the cage. Rebound played right off the cage. Bouncing puck is bring Jelstad out in the neutral zone. Peterson lost the puck on the wall. Chips it deep. Battle on the wall and chipped low by Lawagi. Played to the opposite corner by the Bison. And they're out of the zone. Tip off the Daney stick. Peterson will race to the back wall. Centering pass carried away by Kashinska. Pass to Lawagi. Lawagi to Lensing. Callie Lensing has Kashinska going to the net. Shot misses the net. There's Herman. Herman's pass to Lensing. Lensing's shot was blocked. Good puck protection move. Saved by Bagenstos. Pena has to come back for the puck. Played out of the zone by Herman. Rayfeld gives chase. Closing down the gap on Schmidt. See if she can force a pass. It does. Seraphin reads it. Seraphin will chip deep. And joining Olivia Seraphin on the ice. Lucy Ertl as well. Puck chips down, and that will be an icing. 11:24 left in the third. And the goaltender needs a drink. And what a great teammate. Bison control off the draw. Touch pass breakout is held in at the blue line by Jelstad. Puck off of Ertl's skate. Bison able to maintain possession, but Wildcats just playing hungry on the puck. Still a 50-50. Bounces into the neutral zone. Bison regroup. Tip by Lawagi. Peterson has one pursuer. Spins off of it. She's going to cut to the middle. Another forechecker. Bounced off the puck. Bison just hounding on the forecheck. Camrath is going to come down to help. Jelstad was battling as well. Got a hats off to the defense for the Wildcats. Got to hang tight. And that's maybe what the Wildcats needed. Ainsley Jelstad's okay, but there's a definite shove. Even if it's a shot on the Breezers, it's enough to knock a player off balance when they're in a vulnerable spot. So it'll be a body checking penalty, and Wildcats will go on the power play. 10:15 left in the third period. Puck comes to the point. Daney to Kashinska. Kashinska to Lawagi. Lawagi to the point. Touch pass. Picked up below the goal line by Daney. Drops it off for Milwaukee, pass in the middle. Milwaukee loses her stick. Has Herman coming back on the back check, able to turn it back up ice. Shift around Milwaukee. Here's Kaczynska forcing a poke check. Bouncing puck ends up on the tape of the Bison. Time is wearing off the power play. Minute 10 remaining. Wildcats get possession. Here's Camrath. Pass ahead of Daney. Thrown back in. Kaczynska. Puck poke check. Daney collects. 48 seconds left on the power play. Wildcats haven't been able to get a whole lot of possession time, but see if they can change that. Here's Ertl. Pulls up at the hash marks. Pass to the point. Peterson to Rayfeld. Rayfeld. Pass shot is bounced up, and it got caught underneath Jelstad and covered up. Pucks on net are going to do it. And there's time to strike. Wildcats have 31 seconds left in the power play. Ertl will be taking the draw. Rayfeld and Peterson at the blue line. See if they can win it back. Get a quick shot. Puck's fired down ice. Peterson back to retrieve. Has pressure. Moves off the goal line. Cuts across ice. Pulls up. Moves back to the top. Fires a shot. Glove save. Bison able to clear the zone. Penalty time will expire. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Kaczynska. Inside to outside move. Shots blocked. Players get tied up, and no penalty. Maybe saw a slashing penalty there. The way the game's been getting played, I don't know. Just from my angle, but Wildcats still 5-on-5. Shots on goal even, 24 apiece. I feel like the Wildcats can match the speed of the Bison. Don't need to take any extra whacks or shots on the stick. Here's Daney able to block the shot. It's a foot race. Two back checkers. Turn the attack up ice. Chip deep. Bison pass through the slot. Picked up on the sidewall. Shot on Bagenstosh. She'll cover up. Defensive zone faceoff, one to the wall. Jelstad chips it to the middle. Lensing collects, crosses the blue line. And puck turned back up ice. Here's Jelstad on the back check. Puck turned back low. Here's a chance. Play it under the corner. Bagenstosh stuck with it. Rayfeld chips it around the wall. Short pass, but it's behind Herman. That's hit with a 9-iron over the net. Pass tipped away by Bagenstosh. Loose puck to the slot. Herman carries it up ice. She'll cross the red line. She'll dump. Ertl and Seraphin first on the forecheck. Pass across the net front, does connect, and the Bison are out of the zone. Nice move at the blue line, so give and go. Two-on-two battle on the wall. Seraphin will retrieve the puck and try to ship around the defense, but that gets pitchforked back into the corner. Pena able to protect. Puck got caught up in Ertl's skates, but moves out into the neutral zone and thrown back in deep. Seraphin was able to get the tip. Seraphin's going hard for it. Hen as well. Will be an icing. 5:38 left in regulation. Defensive zone face-off for Waconia. It is getting a little colder. The English toffee cappuccino coursing through the veins, though. And the puck drops. Bison gain control off the draw. They'll move behind the net. Centering passes off the back of the net. Shipped up the sidewall. Bison will maintain control around the perimeter. And drop-off pass picked off by Peterson. Tipped into the neutral zone, played back into the Wildcat end. Gelstead. Clear to Camrath. Daney on the attack still. Allows Herman and Rayfeld to get onto the ice. Pena picks up off the back wall. Pass into the neutral zone, tipped back in. Pena will put the puck into the corner, chipped up the sidewall. Picked up by Kaczynska. Puck poke checked off her stick. Here's Herman. Play down the wall. Held in at the blue line. Rayfeld picks up a bouncing puck, snaps a shot. Wide of the net, picked up on the wall by Herman. Peterson on the pinch. Saucer pass touched up by Rayfeld. She'll go back to retrieve it. Fires a pass up ice, springs Hen. Wildcats were anticipating that change and almost sprung a play here. See who's going to strike. Nice play by Seraphin. Plake taking an angle through the hands, turning the attack back the other way. Now 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third period, and see both teams ratcheting up the intensity. We'll have an icing on Waconia, 3:04 left. We have a trainer getting back onto the ice. I don't know if they're tending to somebody on the Waconia bench. So, or maybe Herman. I'm looking at her hand. But. Back check by Camrath, able to displace the puck. Touch pass to Daney, and the Wildcats are out of the zone. Daney looking to split the defense. Puck played off the back wall by the Bison. The Wildcats able to force him into the corner. Good place to set up the play. Good pressure on the puck. Wildcats able to force the turnover. Camrath crosses the blue line. She'll dump. She'll go off for a change. Wildcats win the stick to the puck battle. Shipped back into the zone. Pass to Ertl. Ertl and Rayfeld going into the zone. Ertl's going to load up a shot. Rebound is going to bounce in. Carried away by the Bison. Bouncing puck chipped into the neutral zone. It's a shot, glove save. Puck's off the back wall, pass to the point. Puck is going to rim around the back wall. The shot saved by Bagensauce and smothered. And off the draw, Wildcats move the puck below the goal line. A collision at the net. Looks like the net's good to go. Players are good to go. Coming up on the minute mark. Minute 8 left in regulation. Camrath looking to win a race. Back to the Bison net. She will displace the puck. Daney pass to the slot. Lawagi hit. Here's Kaczynski. Oh! Hammers it home. Wildcats pull ahead. 53.8 seconds left. A goal with the Thorny post in. Oh my goodness. That one was a beauty. Within the minute mark, look for the Buffalo Bison to, if they get the puck across, they're going to call a timeout. If they get the puck across the red line, they'll be pulling their goalie. So looking to get the extra attacker and tie this thing up, but Wildcats scoring a critical goal late in the game. Where Kaczynska started at the beginning of that play, like up around the blue line, and where she took that one-timer from, it was right inside the second hash mark. And kind of reminiscent of the Brian Ralston spot where he would take a slap shot from on penalty shots or shootouts. Wildcat bench fired up. They're ready to go. Finish this game up. Wildcats will bring Camrath, Kaczynska, Daney, Lawagi, Payne out. Same crew that started the game is going to finish it up. Played into the Wildcat end, clearing attempt. It's held in, looks like the goaltender for the Bison is going to head to the bench. Lawagi is going to flip one through the neutral zone, bouncing puck, may have a play, it's going to go wide of the net, and it'll be icing. .6 seconds left on the clock. Wildcats just need to keep playing right through the Bison. Play physical, control the puck, bleed off the clock. Lawagi will clear. Puck is going to be another icing. Hoping it would take a good carom off the sidewall and end up in center ice, turn it into a race. Bison, extra attacker on the ice. Stacked up in the middle. Puck comes to the point. Bison get a shot off low, and it's a goal! Oh man, 15.6 seconds left. The extra attacker works. Low shot on the ice. Gets the equalizer. I don't know if that went off a skate or if it went off of a tip, but it looked like it did change direction. And it hooked right inside of the post. 15.6 seconds left. Just might as well win it in regulation. Let's see what the Wildcats can do. Puck drops. Kashinska chips the puck forward. Has Linson going hard to the net. Puck's tied up on the wall. Final seconds will tick off the regulation and we'll go to overtime. Woo! This is the third or fourth overtime we've had? Third? Third. I like to say third time is the charm. Yeah. Third time is the charm. Yeah, they've been doing too many things right. Here, let's finish this thing up. All right, we're back for the puck drop. Here's overtime. Bison, no strangers to this position. I think they have like 5 or 6 ties or something, I believe correctly. But a lot of overtime games. Wildcats, I think this is their 4th OT of the season. So it's a place they've been in. This is the one where they're going to turn the tides. Puck comes out of the neutral zone, going to be an offsides. Referees give the Bison a chance to tag up, and that gives the Wildcats a zone exit. Turnover at the neutral zone. Wildcats are at the blue line. Wildcats regain possession in the neutral zone. Forced back into their end. Daney moves up ice. Shot off the wing. Stick save into the corner. Bouncing puck. Back to Daney. Daney drives to the middle. Stick lift. A little high on the hands, but no hooking penalty. We play on. Bison change directions. Here's Lensing. Tip. Rayfeld maybe have a chance to get to it. Puck's tipped to the wall. Lensing. Centering pass. Wildcats threatening just a couple minutes into the OT. I think it's an 8-minute frame. Puck picked up on the wall by Herman. Pass through the neutral zone. Jelstead lost an edge. Bison load up a shot. Saved by Bagenstoss and smothered. Bison get the final change, being the home team. Wildcats will have Lucy Ertl taking the draw, Brooklyn Henn and Becca Daney at wings, Ara Pena and Kate Kaczynska at D. Tie up off the draw, bouncing puck to the slot. Woo! Bouncing away from the net, thought it was bouncing into the net. Henn able to turn a Bison back into their zone. Ertl applies pressure. Bison crossing the Wildcat end. Puck rimmed along the back wall. Brooklyn Henn tries to clear the zone up the wall. It's held in. Picked up in the corner. Bison centering pass. Shot, stick save by Bagenstoss up into the netting, and we get a stoppage with 5:44 left. Wildcats will bring out Kaylin Kamrath, Maddie Lawagi, Olivia Serafin, and Kaczynska, and we still have Pena on the ice too. Good shot on goal. Saved by Bagenstoss. Kamrath trying to win the battle, and Serafin coming down to help as well. Wildcats giving it all they got in this final frame. Here's Kamrath, crosses center ice. Lensing, pass to Lawagi. Puck covered up, and that's what it takes. .5:11 left in overtime. Wildcats will have Malin Rayfeld taking the draw, Becca Daney, Cora Herman at wings, Pena and Kaczynska at D. Draw one. Here's Pena. Shot. Going to be wide of the net. Stick check by Daney. Puck comes up the wall. Held in by Kaczynska. Kaczynska emerges from the pile with the puck. Chip below the goal line. Stick check by Rayfeld. Play back into the corner. Daney fires a shot. Maybe hit the crossbar. Rayfeld tied up on the wall. Tries to play the puck low. Shipped into the corner by Daney. Herman's going to attack. Rayfeld trying to get possession of the puck. Herman to the point. Pena makes a move to the wall, ridden off the puck. Rayfeld on the back check. Able to force in a chip. 4:11 left on an OT. Kashinska is going to headman the puck to Daney. She'll throw it deep. Wildcats will get a change. Bison push through the neutral zone. Jelstead, she'll clear the zone. Bouncing puck is going to bring Lucy Ertl back in the Wildcat end. Turns up ice. Cuts across traffic. Ertl driving wide. Looking for options in the middle. She's going to travel up the wall. Held in by Jelstead. Bouncing puck. Chipped off the glass. Gloved by Jelstead. And Bison control. They'll change their lineup. Get some fresh legs on. Here's a shot. Saved. Ertl able to clear the zone. Wildcats have had some players out on the ice for a while. They'll change 2 forwards. Puck held in. Lensing has Rayfeld going hard to the net. Maintains control. It's going to get beyond her reach. Bounces out of the zone. Pena on the retrieval. Puck picked up by Rayfeld. Rayfeld has the outside. Rayfeld loading up a shot. Fires. And it's just wide of the net. Rayfeld tries to pick it up off the wall. A trip up behind the play. Here come the Bison. Cross ice pass doesn't connect. Callie Lensing has Kashinska helping on the wall. Puck moves to the slot through the neutral zone. Bison pushing the zone. I mean, Wildcat, this is what a game. Need 1 attacker to go now. All 3 forwards take a shift. Gives the Bison a chance to transition quick, but got Camrath on the back check. Kashinska able to spin away from traffic. Daney has Lawagi in the neutral zone. No touch up, puck poke check by Camrath. 1:35 left on the clock. Daney centering attempt. Jelstead picks up a rolling puck and a fire one to the net. Hits traffic, but clearing attempt held in. Here's a tip. Maybe Daney gets a chance at it. Here's Rayfeld. Fires a shot. Pad save, bouncing puck. It's in the net. Win. Oh. And the Bison cross center ice. They'll chip deep. 56 seconds left on the clock. Puck is in through the neutral zone, and it will be icing. The Waconia bench not happy. Hot dog. 49.7 seconds left on the clock. Wildcats will have a defensive zone faceoff. See who we got out there now. Rayfeld will be taking the draw, joined by Ertl, Herman, Pena, and Kashinska. We'll tie up off the draw. Battle for possession below the goal line. Here's a shot from the point. Pad save. Rebound to the corner. 34 seconds left on the clock. Pass to the point. Bison. Shot blocked by Lawagi. Rolling puck. Oh my goodness. By Herman. Oh man. Cora Herman with a great block. Goaltender for the Bison comes out and she gets the cover. Woo! Yeah, why not? Wildcats still have their timeout left, so they're going to convene at the bench. 19.6 seconds left. Wow. All right, 19.6 seconds. Let's score a goal and tear the roof off this place. And laugh our way all the way home. Camrath on the draw. Milwaukee in the slot. Daney on the wall. Kashinska and Pena at the point. Kashinska. Shot's going to be wide of the net. Behind the net. There's a chance for the Wildcats. Here's Daney. Pass across. One-timer attempt. Off the heel of the stick. Nice hit by Pena at the wall. That's going to do it. Yeah, there was a player in the middle that was kind of lurking for the Bison. If Pena doesn't lay that hit there, she maybe springs her with a chance right at the buzzer, but going to be a tie game. I think it's the Bison's 20th tie of the season. Maybe it's like their 7th, actually, but hard-fought tie. Shots on goal final, 34-33 in favor of the Bison, but man, what a finish. Thanks for tuning in. Tie isn't what we wanted, but heck of a game nonetheless. You were treated to a good one. So we'll see you at the next one. I think the Wildcats have New Prague at home on Thursday night. So we'll have the JV and varsity games going for both games that day. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you at the next one.